I had this idea in my head, oh, they're going to be best friends, and sleep in the same room, share all the same toys, like stay up late talking, when they get older and all the sister things.
And just the excitement in the house was just like, oh, it was just booming.
By the time we pulled into the parking lot and Margo was born was 15 minutes. And she was ready to take the world by surprise, which is what she did.
The pediatrician came into the room. She yelled across the room. She didn't introduce herself.
She never said hello to us. She never came bedside. To this day, we still don't know what her name was. I can't even tell you what she looked like because we didn't really see her face. She says, well, this is what I'm seeing. And she says, your baby's eyes are further separated and she has low muscle tone. And she said, these are all traits of trisomy 21. And she said, and trust me, if you're going to get one, that's the best one to get. And that was it. And she left the room and we never saw her again.
Margo's born and we feel like we're on top of the world, and then that news gets delivered that she may have Down syndrome, and all of a sudden we feel like the weight of the world is on our shoulders.
I felt almost really judgmental, like seeing a lot of other families come and go and being like, we're such a good family. Like, why would God do this to us? It felt like a punishment almost. We learned really quickly, like, we need people in our lives to be on this road with us. And the Lord just brought people really quickly, and I would have never expected that.
We had a case manager at the hospital who kind of oversaw our stay at the NICU, and then she was the one who set us up with the Tennessee Early Intervention Services, and that's where Jessica kind of came into play with Siskin.
The thing that stuck out to me most about serving this family was the vulnerability that they had in inviting me into their home from the very beginning. It was really easy to establish trust with Morgan.
I don't think I got 2 words out before I burst into tears.
Just to have that time for Morgan to be able to sit and process with somebody who's been here before and worked with families before and understands the needs that we have was just an absolute game changer for us. So not only does Siskin help us with Margo's development and setting those goals, we also go in every week for Margo to receive speech therapy with Eden.
Margo is just full of joy. She walks in and she smiles, you smile. It's really contagious. It makes my job really easy. It doesn't feel like therapy. And I think that shared joy is what's most motivating for her and what encourages her and empowers her to keep communicating.
What I would want families to know is that they're not alone on this journey. They might have come to this diagnosis in a way that feels very sudden or very unexpected. And I think at the beginning you feel really alone, but you're not alone.
I used to be so worried that Margo was going to be a burden on our family, and I feel that lifted.
We would not be at the position we're in right now with Margo and her development and our capacity to be her parents if it weren't for Siskin. I wouldn't have the hope that I have. I wouldn't have just the confidence to move forward with being Margo's dad without the work that Siskin has done.
I do feel hopeful that she's going to grow up to have a bright future and be successful, and maybe we're going to be running one of Margo's businesses one day. I don't know. When I think about the therapists that we've had, yeah.
What That's the dog. And the robot is shut up.
Mm-hmm.
And the robot just said, wow. And then.